Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. Joining me today is Rachael Heger. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
It is such a pleasure having you here today, Rachael. How are you?
I'm great.
Perfect. Now, the way how we like to kick things off here is just to have our guests introduce themselves to our audience and let them know a little bit about your background and experience and what you do.
Sure. I'm Rachael Heger. I am based in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm the National Director of Affiliate Outreach for I Support the Girls.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Now, let's talk about I Support the Girls. So for anyone who's never heard about it before, give me a rundown as to what I Support the Girls is.
Sure. So we're a nonprofit that was founded in 2015 in the DMV, and we are a nonprofit that provides new and gently used bras, new underwear, menstrual products, and other essential toiletries to organizations that serve women and girls, bra wearers, and menstruators in need.
Amazing, amazing. And I know for some people who they've never heard of this before, they've never even maybe thought of things like this before and thought of this mission and how important this is. Talk to me a little bit about how important it is to make sure that women and folks experiencing homelessness and impoverishment and all of that are able to have access to bras, are able to have access to menstrual products and underwear, and some of the factors that lead to people not being able to have these when they should.
Sure. So it's really a basic necessity. And,
Yeah.
these are things that are often not donated. A lot of folks have donated all sorts of things, whether it's money or canned food or winter coats or toys at Christmas time. I'm a quilter. I've donated quilts in the past. But, up until my involvement with the organization, I'd never thought of donating my gently used bras or buying menstrual products for folks in need. And, they're very expensive. Even a very plain looking bra can easily be over $50, and that's just for one single item. And most folks need way more than just one. And so, it's really one of those things that we've been able to fill that gap. Organizations around the world have been, having to pull money out of their budget or just kind of saying, oh, well, we don't have that for you when folks come into their organizations. And so now we're able to take that off the plate of the organizations to enable them to continue to provide the wraparound services that they do best.
Awesome. That is so great. And what does one do though if there is no affiliate nearby or close by? How can they get involved?
Sure. The easiest way to get involved is to shoot us an email, follow us on any social. We are very responsive. We love, love, love when folks want to help out. So if this is the kind of thing that sounds good to you and you're like, hey, I could do this, but I don't see that you're in my area, then absolutely. I'm the one that you end up talking to host a drive and, get everybody set up and make it as easy as possible to, to collect for folks in your city.
Awesome. Talk to me a little bit about 2021 and some of the amazing things that I Support the Girls have been involved with during 2021, some of the accomplishments that have occurred. Let me know how last year was and what you're excited about this year.
Sure. Yeah. It's hard to believe that we're already in July of 2022.
I know.
I feel like I feel like things have just flown. So you put up our infographic, which is great. So this kind of tells a little bit about what we were up to last year. We went on our first Vangina tour. We have in the DMV, we have our van. It looks just like the one in the picture. It's pink. Thank you to the state of Maryland for giving us Vangina license plate. And it's amazing. And we fill it with donations and take it around to the various organizations that we serve. We were also able to take it on its first road trip throughout the East Coast and the Midwest last year too, which was really fun. And we were able to donate in 22 different cities and really just, bringing donations around. Meeting different folks and being able to, to share, what we do. So that was really great. We also worked on launching some of our very first direct service kits. I
Mhm.
mentioned at the top of the hour, we donate primarily to organizations. We work with over 3,600 organizations around the country and have donated out over 18 million products. But we noticed it in the pandemic that, and actually since the beginning of when we started, that we had always received a lot of emails from folks who, were not being served by shelters, but were still absolutely in need. And the stories were
Mm.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then with the pandemic, we realized that like it was kind of at a breaking point when there were so many folks who would normally go to a shelter, but they were reduced beds, getting worried about COVID, being, just unsure of what was going to happen next. And so we were able to launch our first direct service kits. So for folks in the US who have fled domestic violence but are now in a safe in a location with a safe mailing address that is not a shelter, can request what's called our DASH kit. And that stands for
Mhm.
Dignity, Aid, Safety, and Hygiene. It's at no cost to the person. And we send out a medium USPS flat rate box filled with bras in their size, new underwear, 3 months supply of menstrual products, other toiletries, some PPE, a bag to put everything in, and some literature on domestic violence, intimate partner violence, and then we mail that out. And so we've been able to meet a lot of folks that way as well. And that started just in October of 2020, and it's continued to grow. And with the success of that, we were able to launch a couple of other direct service kits as well, also meeting needs that were not normally being met by anybody else. So
Yeah.
we were able to launch our flash kit, like as in a hot
Mhm.
flash, for folks that are at the intersection of experiencing homelessness and also experiencing menopause at the same time.
Mm.
If you look online, if you do some research, there's really not a lot out there on how to manage menopause while you're also in a pretty difficult situation. Most of
Yeah.
the advice out there is like really geared towards folks who have a lot of disposable income, who, have time. And it's like, but what if you're doing shift work and you have young kids at home and, you're living on the street? It's not as easy to just be like, take a break for some meditation, drink more green
Yeah.
tea. So, like, yes, absolutely. But also, there's some comfort items that we're able to provide there.
Oh, that's
Um,
beautiful.
yeah, and then our third one that I'm very excited about is our slash kit, like the slash between
Ah.
my pronouns.
Mhm.
And this is really novel. We were able to debut this in basically a year ago, June of 2021. And this kit, there's a huge overlap between folks who are trans non-binary and have also experienced
Mhm.
homelessness. And so this is a way for us to be able to provide gender affirming undergarments and also gender affirming toiletries for folks in need who are, again, not being served by shelters. A lot of those go out to people that are living in areas that are pretty rural and remote,
Mm.
which is really important because it's real easy for me in a city, to access a bus line and to be able to go to a bunch of organizations. But for folks who write in and say, hey, I'm living in Appalachia and there's one gas station and people don't know that I'm trans and I am very uncomfortable like going to the one place to buy pads. That's real and that's really
Yeah.
serious. So we're able to provide what they need as well. And all of those kits can be accessed, can be requested on our website. And also, if you're so moved to donate for those, that's also available on our website because USPS does not give us a break in shipping, and so shipping is a definite major expense. Those are now like over $16 a piece just for us to send, not
Wow.
including the contents. The contents are absolutely worth it, but the price really does add up.
Awesome, awesome. This is so great. One can get ash kits, slash kits, flash kits, dash kits. I love it. I love it. What has the response been like from people who have been able to receive these kits, or to receive these things from I Support the Girls?
On the whole, it's been very positive.
Yeah.
We receive a lot of mail, a lot of email going, I've never had this option before, you know, like this is something I absolutely need. I fled. I really only left with, you know, with what I was wearing, and I'm a
Mhm.
hard size, and this is just, you know, I'm worried about my kids, and this is not like something that I am going to spend my money on.
Mhm.
And so, you know, for us, it's really great to be able to do that, and, you know, provide some dignity, you know, and some relief and some comfort, especially when things are really rough.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, how can people find out more about I Support the Girls, donate, get updates, and just keep up with everything that you are doing?
Yeah, for sure. So we're on all social channels. I run social as well, and so we love being active on all of these. So definitely, you know, you can find us on our website, which we're having a relaunch this fall. It's going to be completely redesigned. We're really excited about that. But that's isupportthegirls.org. You can also always email me at info@isupportthegirls.org, and you can find us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and yeah, and TikTok too. That's not on there, but definitely TikTok as well. We love being on there.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, Rachel, thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you for the important work that you do for our communities. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me. This was fun.
Awesome. To those watching, please follow Team Racine Productions at Team Racine on all forms of social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're at Team Racine. And click around our YouTube channel and check out our other interviews, vlogs, forums, and more. And while you're there, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.